My ginger. I'm a mechanic. On today's episode, we're getting Cressida.
Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me in. Yeah. Go and play that. Take you down, I'ma say that. Mine need me a couple dollars. Telling you now this payback. So I take that. Ask him now what say that. I've been going to the top and
welcome to this episode of One More Flip. We've got a MX32 Cressida, JDO.
Ooh.
So to give you a quick rundown on this one, we bought this car from UPULLIT at Elizabeth. So quick story, I don't have much footage of us picking it up or doing much, but I thought I should record this. So here's some footage, or here's a photo of when I got a message from a friend of mine saying there's a JDM, something with mirrors on the guards at UPULLIT. And so we got the photo, we ran down there and we brought the car. So to give you an idea, we bought the car, it was advertised for $3,000. We went down there and gave them $2,200. And we towed it home, and then we realized that the tail shaft is sitting on the deck, and the tires are flat and everything's horrible on it.
Yes.
So we towed the car down to Barry Perkins, down at Barry's Backyard Mechanics down at Edinburgh, and he put a new uni joint in the tail shaft, so which we got from Hardy Spices out of Elizabeth. I've got some pictures and some footage of that happening, but the goal of the video today is to get this running. Jaden's going to learn how to get an old car running. Reckon it'll run, Jado?
Yeah, it'll run.
These are a 4M motor. I'm not sure. I don't know much about them, but I reckon this is such a cool car. So I reckon we go through the whole process with this car. We had it up on the hoist. I won't give that away how good it was or bad it was underneath, but from the outside it looks average, but I'm telling you, this is a cool car.
Cool.
So Jaden, let's get into it. Let's get this car running.
Let's go. To try and get this Cressida to start, we have some things here. We got some starter fluid. We need a battery to obviously get the starter working. We've got a battery charger to charge the battery. We've got some screwdrivers to, you never know, you might need to screw something. And then we've got some gas. That's the most important part. This thing, before we start working on this car, we got to check if it has brakes. So that feels pretty solid. I think we have some brakes. So that's a good sign. This car has been sitting for a long time at UPULLIT, so the first thing, we need to check the oil, see if there's oil in it. So let's just check. And we got some oil in it. Pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. There we go.
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks good.
Okay.
So the next step is putting a battery in this, but before we put a battery in it, and we try and crank it with the key, we've got to remove the coil lead to have no spark. So there we go, remove, nice. News, it cranks over, but we're just trying to build up some oil pressure, so when we try to start it, we're not trying to damage it. So now we know the engine cranks over, we're going to put the coil lead back in and see if we can get some spark. So now we're going to check for spark, and how we do that, we're going to pull lead 1 and then put a screwdriver in it and then crank it.
Sounds like a good plan.
It does something.
Crank it, bud. Gee, it's got real minimal spark. Try again. Yeah, stop. We got spark.
Great news, we have spark, so we're just going to put the lead back on. Right on. Yeah. Now we're going to put some starter fluid in it. We're going to take this air filter off. Oh, get to the carburetor. And then we're going to put some starter fluid in it and see if it runs.
Choke's on, I think. Yeah, choke's on. Alright, we got some starter fluid. Fuel. Got plenty of fuel. Alright. We've got plenty of fluid now. Let that settle for a bit, it was a bit too much. Alright, I'm going to give it a crank.
Give it a crank.
Just watch out for if it backfires or anything.
Yeah, let me just stand back.
I'll just give it a couple of pumps. Oh, she's going to fire.
She's going to fire.
Yeah, well that's good news. We've got it on fire. Now we have a fuel delivery issue. Whoa, what a dust.
It smells like lettuce.
Holy. All right, well that's good news. So I think what we need to do now is work out where the fuel delivery is coming from. That's good news, JD.
That is very good news.
JD, that's good news.
That is the best news.
All right, we need to work out where the fuel delivery is coming to. See if we can either go into it, if we can get the container in. Yep. All right. So the fuel's coming down here into a filter. This looks like a fuel filter. It's going down to the pump down the bottom down there.
The pump.
Fuel's coming up from the back of the tank here. This is the fuel delivery. This is the fuel delivery here to the filter. Hang on, that's the pump. Let me look at this. Hang on, what's down the bottom of this? Where's that going to? Oh, that's going to the pollution. There's a pollution box on this. 78, so pollution and 78.
Oh.
So fuel comes up to the carby from the pump. Comes up there. Comes into there. So, all right, let's just keep feeding it fuel. I reckon what we do is we put some fuel in the tank.
Yes.
Jaden, I reckon we put fuel in the tank and just keep feeding it fuel, see if we can get it to run on its own.
Yeah. Damn.
Put your nose in there, mate, and see if it smells like fuel. Does it smell like fuel at all?
It smells like old fuel.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, this is very varnished. All right, put some fuel in there.
Put some fuel in there.
All right, Jado, we've got the fuel in. We've got about 10 litres or so in the fuel tank. Now what I'm going to do is get you to feed the tank, keep turning it, and I'm going to keep feeding this carby fuel. Just give me a second to get the camera set up. See if we can get this baby to run on her own. All right. 1 second. Oh, shit. All right, yeah, go. Accelerator. Hold it flat. Set it down, set it down. Flat.
It's flat.
Let's wait for a second, pump it a few times. Yeah. Start it. Flat. Hold it flat. Flat to the floor. Flat to the floor.
It is.
Okay. Let's wait a second. See if we just push the accelerator. Again. Again. No, we've got no fuel coming up yet. Just wait. See if we get some fuel coming up on the tank. Give it a couple of pumps. No, we've got no fuel coming up. Try to start it now. There we go. That's it.
Oh.
Whoa, that's close. Start it again. Give it a few revs when it starts. Not too much. Stop. Stop, stop. Until the battery goes flat and then we have to give up. All right, go again. All right, go again.
The speedo's not working.
I was just kept on feeding it fuel. That's what it was doing.
The speedo's not working.
Huh?
The speedo's not working.
That's all right. Don't worry about that. Start it again. See what happens.
Yeah, I was giving it everything.
She needs something. She needs
Yeah. Oh.
Just hold this camera here and just on this here. I just want to see if we've got fuel. So we've got fuel coming out. Yeah.
Plenty of fuel.
There's fresh new fuel too. All right, I'm going to crank out see if there's fuel. Just film on those things there.
Yep.
And show me if there's fuel comes out of there.
No.
Wow, the filter's blocked up. Something's blocked up. It's running perfectly now.
It's
We just
perfect.
took this out. We took the fuel filter out,
And now it works.
and now it's working. What the?
Maybe this is plugged up. What the hell? See, it's running perfectly.
See, now it's got no fuel. So the filter, see, it's run out of fuel now. So this filter might be no good. Let's plug it back in. Well, it's been put in the wrong way. No, it can't be put in the wrong way, because that would have been...
Maybe it's
Oh,
down.
hang on, maybe it is the wrong way. Maybe it's meant to go up this way.
That sounds smarter.
I doubt it. Maybe that's why it was sold to UPULLIT. Someone put the filter in the wrong way. Let's try that. It's upside down, but let's see if that
It
works.
might work. Now it's having trouble. Now it's having trouble.
Huh?
Now it's having trouble trying to start now.
Yeah, because it's taking the filter out, so maybe it was the right way around. Oh, shit. Why is that hard to... No wonder. So this filter is no good, eh? How's that? It worked perfectly. Or maybe it just had an airlock issue. Just keep filming. See if I can get this thing started. Well, that's a lot of fuel.
Damn. Oh, damn. Come on. It's not getting enough fuel anymore.
I just want to see if it goes into gear. That's why I wanted to start. Let's go. Go. Yep. Stop. This battery's been real good, eh?
And we're
Like
getting
30
it warmed
minutes
up
of
now.
starting.
It's going to be used to it.
Had no fucking starter motor left. All right, hold it flat and give it a crank. We'll let it go as soon as it starts.
That's running really good.
There's something going on here. It's so close, bro. So close.
No,
Wow.
it's very close. It's
About to give up, hey?
it's one more. It's just
I was actually about to give up.
one more thing.
And to say, hey, we can't help you. Give it a crank. Oi, it's running.
I ain't touching anything.
It's running.
It's running. It's
Put your
not
foot on the
gone.
brake.
Huh?
Oh, please put your foot on the brake.
Foot on the brake.
Yes, and put it in reverse if it goes in reverse gear. Let go of the brake. Go
Yeah.
back. Accelerate.
It's off
Accelerate.
the brake. It's in reverse.
Ah, shit. Give it some gas. Ah, put it back in the park. Start it again. Go again. Don't give it any gas, just start it with any gas. Just stay there.
It's so close.
Ah, well that was fun, but not the result we wanted.
Not really.
We couldn't get it to run and idle by itself. We've got very limited tools and very limited fuel line. So we got it to run though, and we got it to move.
Technically, we did.
So it moved under its own power per se. So you're wondering probably what is the go with this car?
What's the next step?
Well, the next step for the car is we need to obviously get it running. I'm going to go get a new filter tomorrow or whenever during the week and put a new filter on it and get that. Hopefully that will solve the problem and it will idle and move under its own power. And we'll need to throw some other wheels on it, which we do have, just to get it to roll because the tyres, rims and tyres are pretty average, as you've seen. The plan for this car now then is if we can get it running and moving under its own power, we've done all the mechanical stuff, we'll get it painted. We'll get the rust done and painted. So that's the plan. Now, do you guys want to keep the original colour or do you want to see another colour?
Or spicy colour.
Or a what?
A spicy colour.
Spicy colour? Maybe. I do know a guy and we'll get to meet that guy in the paint process. Now, I get cars painted or rust repairs and painted really, really cheap. Compared to most, but obviously this car's not really a flip car at this stage. It's something that we've just bought because it's so cool.
Yes.
And obviously if you've seen the montage, it is a good looking car and with some little Le Mans or some SSR little 14-inch wheels on it, some bit of tuck and a bit of camber on it, I reckon it would look really cool. Keep it nice and low and then get it registered and drive it. But we need to rewind back and get this car. So what colour would you paint this car? And if you'd like to see the video of it getting repaired and painted, now it's not going to be a full restoration.
Not full.
This is just going to be cut the rust out, either fiberglass, treat the rust, bog and paint. And we can take you through that process and let you know how much that costs. And maybe we can help you as the community in the future if you need a car painted fairly cheap and just a quick job to make it look presentable. But other than that, unfortunately we didn't do what we set out to do today, but hey, you don't win them all.
We're close.
And to give you an update on our flips, we've got a car, but it requires a special part that we just can't find locally. So we've got to store that in the background and keep looking for our next flip. We've done a lot of Commodores, so let's try to look. I'm looking for a Ford or something, JDM or whatever it may be, we'll find it. But look, appreciate you guys sticking around and jumping. This episode might be a little bit boring. There's more mechanical stuff. But hey, it is what it is. I hope you guys like it, and we'll see you on the next episode of One More Flip. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We love you. See you, bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, welcome to this episode of One More Flip. Jado, how you going, buddy?
Hello.
Hey.
We're not trying to start the car, we're trying to... Oh, wait.